is on for August 3rd. I'm not going to give the location. It's going to be at 1 o'clock. If you want to join us, please put a sport ticket in and I will send you that information. We have lots of scams, hacks, and breaches news. So, fake Zoom malware steals crypto while it's stuck loading, user warns. A malicious Zoom-like lookalike makes it seem like a video conference is stuck initiating loading, prompting users to install and run an even better disguised malware than before. The crypto scammers are up to, again, no good, and their latest weapon appears to be a malicious link to a web page that looks and feels almost exactly like the video conferencing platform Zoom, which prompts users to install malware when clicked. So you got to be careful on, are you going to the right website? Because it may look like it may not, be the right one. Because, the next article is about Revolver Rabbit gangs register 500,000 domains for malware campaigns. So they have really, gone out there and purchased what they're going to target. So a cyber criminal gang that researchers track them as Revolver Rabbit has registered more than 500,000 domain names for info stealer campaigns that target Windows and Mac OS. So they are out there in full force. The DYDX V3 website recovers after DNS attack. Users warned to delete cache. And the reason why I bring this up is I've never heard of DYDX website, but a DNS attack can be when a hacker goes in and changes the DNS. So it may look like you're going to Coinbase.com, but you're really not going to Coinbase.com because the DNS was attacked and it redirected to another website. So I know, how do you even possibly figure that out? But just be careful that, what looks like is the real site could maybe not be, and just to let you know that that can occur. Now, the other part of this is the exchange warned users to clear their browser's cache before visiting the website to avoid accidentally caching the compromised version. So if a website says clear your cache, definitely clear your cache so that you're not going to another website that is not theirs. So I don't know if you guys have heard this. You probably have, but CrowdStrike's update fail causes global outages and travel chaos. I'm glad I was not traveling on this day. This week saw one of the most widespread IT disruptions in recent years, linked to a faulty software update from the popular cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike. Businesses across the world reported IT outages, including window blue screens of death, errors on their computers, impacting airlines, banks, retailers, brokerage houses, media companies, and railway networks. It didn't affect our website, but I'm sure you've heard about it all in the news. And of course, why not just, throw gasoline on the fire? But fake CrowdStrike fixes target companies with malware data wipers. The threat actors are exploiting a massive business disruption from CrowdStrike's glitchy update on Friday to target companies with data wipers and remote access tools. And yet it gets worse. Fake CrowdStrike repair manual pushes new InfoStealer malware. So CrowdStrike is warning that a fake recovery manual to repair Windows devices is installing a new information stealing malware called Dapaloo. So who knows how they say that. But there was one bright note, and that was for the app or for the Mac. CrowdStrike was the best ad campaign for the Mac and cost Apple nothing. In the early moments on the global IT outage caused by CrowdStrike, there were a lot of questions left unanswered. How did this happen? What's the fix? How much damage has been done? One question was answered pretty quickly, though. Did this outage affect Macs? Nope, not a single one. Telegram 0 Day allowed sending malicious Android APKs as videos. A threat actor acronym for began selling the Telegram 0 Day exploit on June 6, 2024, in a post on a Russian-speaking XSS hacking forum, stating the flaw existed in Telegram 10.14.4 and older. Well, it took Telegram, they responded to this July 4th, stating that they were investigating the report and then patched the vulnerability and released that on July 11th. That was 5 weeks. Yeah, 5 weeks that exploit was active in the wild. So Telegram, you've got to do a better job on that. So yeah, thank you, USPS. USPS was sharing the postal addresses of its online customers with advertising and tech giants Meta, LinkedIn, and Snap, TechCrunch has found. On Wednesday, though, USPS said it addressed the issue and stopped the practice, claiming it was unaware of it. Well, just like most things that the government does, it's a lie. They knew exactly what they were doing. They just wanted revenue from it. So hackers claim to have leaked 1.1 terabytes of Disney Slack messages. I think this is kind of entertaining, even though it's a bad thing. A group calling itself Null Bulge published 1.1 terabyte trove of data late last week that it claims is a dump of Disney's internal Slack archives. The data allegedly includes every message and file from nearly 10,000 channels. That's a lot of channels, including unrelated projects, code images, login credentials, and links to internal websites and APIs. So it'll be interesting to see if there are any leaks of movies that they're working on out of that bunch. So a little bit of crypto news. We have this was all kind of initiated because someone emailed in and said, hey, is Bit4X really open again? And so Bit4X to open for withdrawals following Chinese police investigation. So if you were on Bit4X, according to Coinbase and according to Bit4X's Twitter account or X account, whatever you want to call it, they are open for business. Now, make sure that you are going to the correct website to get your crypto back if you were a part of that investigation. So, technology news. This was really surprising. I had not heard through the rumor mill at all, but Proton releases a self-custody Bitcoin wallet. And it kind of goes through, they've been releasing a lot of things, and hopefully they've done a lot of testing on this. I know when something is first released, I don't necessarily want to use it. I want someone else to use it, to test it, and find out all the bugs. But we are not going to be able to use this unless you are the Proton Visionary Plan, because while the wallet is only accessible in early access by users who pay for the Proton Visionary Plan, the company plans to roll it out to all Proton users in the future. The Visionary Plan costs $39.99 or $29 a month if you pay for a year, and gives you access to premium versions of all Proton's products. Proton Wallet will be available as a web app as well as an iOS or an Android app. So this is not a political thing at all. This is just purely tech. But the FBI used Celebrite device to unlock ex-President Trump's assassin's Samsung phone in just 40 minutes. It's a little bit more complicated than that. But the local FBI bureau in Pittsburgh held a license for a Celebrite software which lets law enforcement identify or bypass a phone's passcode. But it didn't work on the crook's device, according to the people who said the deceased shooter owned a newer Samsung model that runs Android's operating system. Once Celebrite was contacted, additional support was provided to the FBI's Quantico location. That support included additional technical support and new software that is still being developed, Bloomberg reports. Notably, once the new software was used, it only took the FBI about 40 minutes to gain access to the attacker's phone. Data was extracted and will now be used to build a better picture of what happened in the weeks and days prior to the shooting. I thought this was really kind of interesting because it kind of goes along with this particular article where it says leaked Celebrite tool docs reveal list of phones that can be unlocked. Confidential documents from mobile forensic company Cellebrite, recently obtained and verified by 404 Media, provide a rare glimpse in the capabilities and limitations of phone unlocking technologies used by law enforcement agencies worldwide. The leaked iOS support matrix and Android support matrix from April 2024, so pretty recent, details which specific phone models and operating system versions of Cellebrite's tools can access, exposing gaps in the company's ability to crack newer devices. According to the document, Cellebrite could not unlock any iPhones running iOS 17.4 or newer as of April 2024, labeling them as in research. For iOS version 17.1 to 17.3.1, the company could unlock iPhone XRs and iPhone 11 series using their supersonic BF or brute force capabilities. However, iPhone 12 and newer models running these iOS versions were listed as coming soon. So this brings me back to I met someone that Jay and I both know in Dallas years ago, and they said that they were a tech person. And I kind of brought up the fact that I did not think Android was a very secure device, and I got that knowledge from a someone that used to join us on a regular basis, an ex FBI agent, who said, when the FBI was trying to crack iPhones, it was virtually impossible for them to do that, but they could crack an Android device in no time at all. And this pretty much proves it right here. So we will move on. Gemini AI platform accused of scanning Google Drives without user permission. Imagine that. So Google's Gemini AI has been accused of scanning PDF files hosted on Google Drive without active permission or initiation, sparking yet another discussion around AI safety and privacy concerns. This is one reason why I will never use Google Drive. I have my own systems. I like to keep everything local on multiple drives, because if it's local, well, then it can never be hacked in the cloud. But if I do have things in the cloud, I prefer Proton Drive. But if you want to use Google Drive, that's on you, and good luck to that. And finally, WhatsApp testing AirDrop-like file sharing feature without internet. WhatsApp is testing a value-added feature that will allow users to send files to another phone without the internet directly, which sounds all well and good if you're a normal person or a newbie to cybersecurity and privacy. But if you look at what's behind it, and I always like Minsk, I reference him a lot in this show, but this feature will be very convenient, but it will require users to grant WhatsApp access to local network. A Meta app wouldn't spare a chance to scan your local devices and harvest more information about users. Access to the local network can facilitate device fingerprinting. So if you want to turn that on, good luck. You will be fingerprinted with it out. So, Jay, I'm done. Back to you.
All right. I am going to just grab the board. Let me make sure everything's where I want it to be. It is.